Hey all, test. Okay, volume looks good. Got another Arena Agricola game going here. As usual, we're Forest Seed, and I'm gonna. It's been our lot lately, but we've won both our last 4 seed games, so you know. I'm sending out stream announcements, and then I'll be making picks here. Okay. I see a Mason. Mason seems fairly clear cut, and Milking Stool seems fairly clear cut. I mean, of the miners, I like Chick Stable a decent amount, but Milking Stool is definitely better than Chick Stable. And then Mason is just the best card. Scholar coming back would be sweet, but unexpected. Harpooner on a Mason game plan, mildly okay. I'm still pretty low on Harpooner, but also both Collier and Harpooner add Reed to the game. Adding Reed to the game seems good for Mason game plan, so that's nice. Sheepwalker can technically add a little stone. Scholar coming back would be pretty cute. Scholar Mason would be fun, but probably not to be expected. Writing boards is reasonably strong. Shifting cultivation is okay. With the Mason game plan, we want stuff that's going to help us with food, so layabout looks okay here. We could take a whiskey distiller slightly speculatively. This could be a very powerful food source if we can find a good grain source, but I've not yet actually found a good grain source, so slightly unclear what to do on that front. I think I'll just take writing boards. It's a solid way to get a bit of wood. We don't really have any early ox that we want to play yet, but I think I'm just take a early layabout, try to just push growth. It's not the best thing to do. Hey Gonzo, welcome. Maybe I do just take whiskey distiller and hope I can find a way to make it a good food source throughout the game. Get some grain fields sown early from 4 seat as an alternative. I'll do that. I'm not that high on layabout in the first place. It's not that good, so. Whiskey distiller has way more upside, but it also has it has a higher ceiling, obviously, but it also has a lower floor. Like, there's a chance whiskey distiller does nothing, whereas like layabout at least always does something, but also what it does can be pretty underwhelming. So, sure, our 4 seed a lot. I mean, it's just the last like it's 3 stream games in a row, which is certainly annoying, right? Like 3/4 in a row is annoying, but it does happen. And again, as I just said at the start of the stream, like I've won both of my previous 4 seed games, so like it's annoying, but it's not always death. It really depends on what the opponents do, though, of course, right? Like that's always the thing. Wow, 770 games, only 3 victories. I don't know that I've ever seen this. 700 games, 3 victories. Wow. They are dedicated and not good. Anyhow, 450 games, not particularly good, but, you know, at least above 100. This also played a lot okay-ish. So we also just have a huge elo advantage here. How... 3 victories? Oh, they're mostly solo player. Okay, they play a lot of solo games. Okay. That makes way more sense. Okay, they're low rated because they basically only play solo. Interesting. Okay. Weird. Alright, that makes more sense. A lot of solo games, you thought so? Yeah. It's a ton of solo games that aren't being counted now. We figured it out now. But yeah, that was very weird. Okay. I kind of like automatic water trough as a way to get a cow for milking stool, but I also moldboard plow is just really solid. Market cry. Ooh, market cry or whiskey distiller. Market cry or whiskey distiller might actually sort of be a thing. Huh. I like district manager a decent amount. With the whiskey distiller, this might be I might try the grain field stuff and feed via whiskey off of Market Crier as our food source. No promises, but possible. Animal teacher, chairman. Well, these are some good cards. Grange is reasonably good, but not really going to work here. But Hutch is further food support that I really want. This is slightly tricky. Animal teacher is pretty tempting way to help get some cows eked out, especially. I was going to say, especially if we get scholar back, but actually that doesn't work. Animal teacher only works on lesson spaces. Uh, I'm also pretty high on chairman as a way to add supplemental feeding to this game plan, and then actually not have to force this market crier whiskey stuff. Chairman adds a lot of food to the game, and a lot of food to the game is good. We've not seen a lot of resource injection besides Reed, which is going to make forcing the Mason room out a little awkward. Gosh, this is like good, but I just don't think I have the right tempo or food to make this particularly good. I'm just going to take the chairman. I'm probably slightly higher on chairman than I should be, but yeah, I agree, Patrick. The fact that BGA has ELO ratings at all for cooperative games, I think, is a huge mistake. I think it's part of what leads to the toxicity in the Hanabi on BGA. I think Hanabi is such a cesspool on BGA because of ELO. Like, oh my god, it's absolutely ludicrous. But okay, anyhow, we've wound up with a decent enough hand. I don't love everything I've done, but it's okay thus far. You like the way crew does it, you just get one elo per game plan, so it's really just an easy way to tell how experienced somebody is. I'm okay with that. I agree, Gonzo. If you want to do it like that, that's fine. But also, like, yeah, elo is just meaningless in cooperative games here. Ooh, we do get Scholar back. Well, getting Scholar back, that's pretty easy. Like, Scholar actually totally legit. Also, Bread Paddle then with Scholar kind of is a thing. Also, this storeroom comes back. Storeroom could be a good source of extra points, but we're planning on a 5-room stone house with Mason, so like we don't and we have milking stool already for ceiling. I'm not sure that I need storeroom. And the bread paddle is pretty tempting. We drop whiskey distiller because we're not going to use whiskey anymore, but we could wind up bread paddling and baking an ock or two off of some grain that we get during the mid to late game, off of a market crier, sow some grain fields type stuff potentially. Bread paddle scholar can be pretty legit way to just get bake actions. So I'm going to go for that. I think further getting some food help is better, but this scholar line is kind of tempted to possibly go 3-room stone house and then find a way to manually build a stone room and then mason the last room. But I don't know that that's going to work either due to food pressure. So like this scholar might not be very good because trying to build 4 rooms and then renovate fast is hard. But this gives us some fun lines, interesting options. The only other card that I kind of like here is Sheepwalker. I don't like Small Trader with this hand. Homebrewer is, I guess, mildly tempting also, but yeah. Just build a stone room. I mean, yeah, that's... Yeah, like, look, that's what I said is a possibility. The problem is this game really didn't have a lot of resource injection. The writing boards, I guess, is some good resource injection. It actually further helps the whole Scholar game plan idea of play a bunch of Ox and then do a late writing boards to be able to fence. But yeah, like our miners also are costing a lot of wood. We've not seen really wood injection. These Ox suck. These miners are pretty underwhelming. I guess I could take calcium fertilizers. Calcium fertilizers always sounds real cute, and I do want to take stone potentially to build a stone room or stone reno. But it still is so hard to like play calcium fertilizers, then wind up plowing, then wind up sowing, then wind up taking stone in order to get a couple extra crops. So I'm going to talk myself out of that after saying all that. This might be just take furrows, like a free sow action while fighting for growth and stuff is fine. And then I guess Cookery Outfitter is fine. I probably eventually have a fireplace or a hearth, and Scholar can play a 1-point Ock that gives me a bake action. Sure. Sure. District Manager comes. I kind of like District Manager. Pioneering Spirit Gray calls a cow card. If I had ways to hold early cows with the milking stool, it'd be mildly funny to try to actually make this work, but I don't really believe in Pioneering Spirit. I think it's not actually good enough. Clay Embankment could actually be the answer on how we wind up. I said there wasn't really resource injection to build a lot of rooms, but what if we managed to get 8 clay, play Clay Embankment, add 4 clay to the game, reno, build a clay room, and then reno we'll build a wood room, but then I can try to gather clay for clay reno plus clay room plus maybe clay oven or fireplace hearth, and then later reno to stone and have our 4 rooms. I like that. Huntsman is pretty garbage, so I'll take District Manager, but I'm not sure that I'm playing District Manager. But I also like District Manager as a way to feed. It's just I don't really anticipate trying to force it down early, and then District Manager requires you to do certain actions and orders that I'm not that interested in. So, which is also where pushing the Scholar in this hand is a little underwhelming because it's not that I super need any of it. Sheep Whisperer gets played. It's pretty bad, but we're expecting Red to do pretty bad things. We're expecting all these players to do pretty bad things. And I was about to say, we're also expecting these players to overplay occupations. Because, yeah, that's just what people are going to do. Tree Farm Joiner, though, that's good. That's good. It's a good card. I'm obviously Force Seat. I'm just going to do whatever I have to do here. It's going to be 3 wood. It's fine. I would have preferred pretty much anything else, but you don't get to have preferences in Fourth Seat. You just have to live. So, but hey, we have 3 wood. Probably just gonna. God, I have moldboard plow. I don't really even want to plow. I don't really want to start player either, though. I guess I'll take 2 wood or I take day laborer. I don't know. Freaking 4 seed. I guess I can plow a field otherwise too without moldboard, and then I just moldboard later, but I really don't want to plow due to moldboard. I'd really just like to get my... And I can't plow, okay. Well, I'm not that sad about just taking 2 wood, if that's what's on offer. I guess I could SP the bread paddle. I just don't plan to use the bread paddle in forever, but it's not that bad to SP bread paddle. Luckily, purple SPs, that is actually ideal for us. Thank you, thank you. Social benefits, that is a hard card to use, but good luck, sir. I'll just take 2 wood here and be content. I wanted to get the chairman down relatively early, but I think I have to take basically every Reedstone food action I'm allowed to. Yeah, I think I have to take basically every Reedstone I'm allowed to. Plus, I just really do want the first room against a bunch of low-rated opponents, because presumably growth will wind up leading to better things that I should actually be getting, so... Let's just make sure we grow, and... Yeah. I'm probably just taking 2 wood again on the wheel here. I don't love just spamming 2 wood actions, but I don't really care about plowing early, and assuming Ock and 3 wood are gone. If for some reason I get Ock back, I'm slamming Chairman down. If I get 3 wood back, clearly I take that, but see how it goes. Overall, I'm fairly happy actually with 3 wood, 2 wood as my opening round here. My opponents don't have wood yet. And now I got Reedstone this round, so like, again, I was force seat, but I'm quickly looking like I'm gonna be building the first room, and I really do just want the extra growth this game. I want to, especially if they're gonna be slightly weaker players that are gonna leave too much value on the board, like. Which none of these players have done anything crazy yet. I mean, the worst play was probably just Ocking Sheep Whisperer down. It's not a very good card, but hey, like they probably do have Sheep Walker though. I should give them mild credit. They probably are running Sheep Whisperer, Sheep Walker, which makes the Sheep Whisperer better. I still don't think it's good. Oh wow, 2 wood. I do get Ock back. Glorious, absolutely glorious. Yes, please. I will play Chairman, adding the food to the game, adding my trickles of food. I could try to play District Manager and get 3 wood, 2 wood again, but it's so easily blocked and like messy. Ooh, Furnisher, that's a good card. This player is actually going to be building a room in front of me, which is a little annoying. They can just open 3 wood next round, but oh well. Let's get Chairman down. I'm assuming Teal is going for start. Well, no, they have Tree Farm Joiner, huh? I was going to say, I thought they were going to try to start, but they probably aren't trying to start. Huh. Whatever. Chairman will eventually pay off, and it just, yeah, increases the food of the game. Increasing the food of the game, I think, is good for what I want to do. Red is going to start, okay. Red starting's a little unfortunate. Makes it hard for me to get Reedstone food, but whatever. Clay supports, wow, that's a card. Okay. Clay support's very powerful, potentially, but my whole build a clay room could be hard. I might wind up just building 2 wood rooms if things go well, because clay supports is gonna definitely pressure the clay piles. Teal's just gonna plow again, okay. If Teal has Cesspit coming off Tree Farm Joiner, that would be spicy. That'd be a spicy start, but they undo the plow, though. Interested. Hey, Heroic Logic. Welcome. Good morning. Teal does go for the plow, but seems hesitant, so it's probably not super fast Cesspit, but we'll find out. They do have a miner coming off Tree Farm Joiner. We'll see what it is. It is late major this game, which is certainly can be awkward. With early sheep, there's definitely some fight now. It is Cesspit. Wow, okay. Well, that's a hot start for Teal. That's a lot of extra food in the game, too. A lot of animals are getting added to the game. Some extra clay is added to the game now, too, so... Again, I think I'm happy with food and clay being added to the game. I just have to actually get in position to take advantage of those things, which means actually getting room parts and being able to push rooms. Reedstone food obviously would be the best action here, but I will settle for taking 3 more wood as a backup. Yeah. Yeah. Red opening 4 clay made sense with their whole clay support stuff. I think Teal should take RSF here, but I don't know what they're debating. I mean, Teal taking 3 clay, I guess, trying to fight for fireplace / hearth also makes some sense. But yeah, they just take the Reedstone that they should, so... Slightly unfortunate. That was definitely best for me also, but... Again, whatever. I'll just take 3 wood. Purple's going to take 3 wood and actually have room parts. Yeah, purple being able to build is certainly... good for them, a little unfortunate for us. This is where turn order is, it's just what it is. Purple had slightly better tempo than us on a lot of things because we've been 4th, but I'm still in an okay spot. I probably will just SP into Reedstone food. Yeah, I think I will just SP into Reedstone food. Assuming I get SP. If I don't get start player, and somebody else takes it, I don't even know, but figure that out later, whatever. If I do start player, what am I starting with? Moldboard plow? Or just bread paddle for now? I guess probably just get the moldboard plow down is fine. I have extra wood. Yeah, SP is actually a little annoying because it makes me a little harder to continue fighting for start player in the future for more growth. I wonder if taking single read is ever correct here, partly with Hutch and the other crap, but the read injection that I claimed existed, somebody took Harpooner but hasn't played it yet. Somebody took... What else has got taken? There's one other read injection card that I talked about. Collier. Somebody took Collier and hasn't played it yet. Speaking of who took Harpooner and hasn't played it yet, there's the Harpooner. Okay, again, I think I'm happy to see Harpooner in the game. Adding read is good. So adding food is fine. I don't really want to take fishing myself, so if somebody else spamming that, go for it. Be my guest. I don't really want to Awk here, so I probably will just SP. And I really just don't care for any of the actions on this board. So I probably will wind up starting just to guarantee Reedstone and stuff, but... Teal's gonna Awk, okay, it's fine. Moral Crusader, wow, Moral Crusader Cesspit, that's nice. Hey Zach, welcome. There's a lot of extra food in the game. A lot of extra food in this game. So yeah, growth seems really pretty important then. Purple takes 3 clay, probably angling for build plus furnish a fireplace, which does sound pretty powerful. I actually am going to play the bread paddle first. I'll save moldboard for later. The bread paddle's really just giving me an extra food. It's really, I want to guarantee that I'm getting Reedstone food and have better action priority here. Is this spicy Mason with Scholar or not? I don't think it's spicy. It's probably going to be pretty, like, we'd love to use the Scholar, but no guarantees. 4 wood also a really good action, obviously, but again, I'm going to keep taking basically every Reedstone food I can. I want to get room parts locked up. If for some reason purple's not going to build this round, I want to be ready to build. I want to be ready to build at the start of next round. We'll see if red goes for a fireplace or hearth here, or if they're going to harpoon. You'd assume they harpoon, but is it building 4/3 out of stone? I don't think so. We talked about it during the draft. Like, maybe we do that. But we're mostly paying attention to how this game's actually playing out and what's going to occur, and deeply unclear what we're going to do. The fact that there's a clay supports player who's probably not going to build on time mildly pushes me towards just building 2 wood rooms, especially because these players are relatively weak, so I suspect that I get slightly more wood than I deserve, and I do have writing boards, which should be pretty powerful in the end game. So I think I can get away with it, but teal just takes 4 food, bottom feeding. God, do I get 4 wood back? I mean, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I think my opponents are going to, on average, give me slightly more value than I deserve. Like, purple's going to build, presumably. Purple's going to furnish a fireplace, which looks incredibly powerful with early sheep. Yeah, furnish fireplace here. Really, really nice start for purple. Very jealous, but I'm still relatively happy about my position also. But would certainly wish I was in purple's seat with a furnisher, but it's okay. I'm getting second room here at least. I build a room next round. I possibly double build next round. Possibly. Probably not, but if for some reason 2 read doesn't get taken, which does seem possible, I could potentially get 3 read into double build next round, which would be real dreamy. But Red might go hearth here, forcing purple to take sheep. That's kind of my hope, but I'm not sure red's trying for a hearth or not with clay supports. Really hard to know what red's doing, to be honest. Teal presumably is actually taking the reed or the wood. Okay, red's just going to take the reed. Yeah, makes enough sense. It's fine. Again, I'm happy just building next round. It's fine. Why would purple take sheep if red built a hearth? Oh, wait, they didn't furnish a fireplace. Oh, I see. Thank you, HIKLJ. They furnished the hand plow because they got the wood discount. And now they actually built the fireplace because red didn't. Wow, that's absolutely crazy. And they're getting social benefits value. That's a wild start from purple. Wow. Yeah, okay. I see. Yeah, not furnishing fireplaces really silly. I mean, I get wanting to save a wood on hand plow, but yeah, that was red. Red playing this early sheep whisper and ignoring this huge food pile just because they have harpooner is classic harpooner bad play. Like, absolutely slam your hearth. Get more clay later, but you have so much food if you just do it. But anyhow. Hey, welcome. Okay, small question here. Am I supposed to open build even though I assume purple is going to protect their growth? And I think the answer is actually don't worry about building first action. I think I'm just going to take another Reedstone food while I can. Chick Stable, again, pretty good card. Again, so much food injected to this game. So much food injection. So many animals. I think I am just going to take Reedstone food, then build. I could build here, but I think I really like guaranteeing that I get Reedstone food again. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to guarantee that I keep getting Reedstone food. And then I'll build the next room. No Reno yet for red. Red probably just wants 4 more clay, but maybe 3 wood. Or they have an Ock. It is Sheepwalker. Start building is too belligerent. Yeah, I don't really like start build here. Partly because I don't really like squatting for growth here that much. Like, what if I start build? Wow, single read for teal is not. I mean, it's room parts, so kudos. But anyhow, yeah, I don't love start building. I don't partly because I don't really want to start player that much, right? I don't like if I play mold board. What else am I playing if I don't have read? Like now I have a read for Hutch. Like I can actually play more miners this way. I don't think it goes particularly well for me to try to start build. I mean, the real dream is that purple doesn't even SP here and I just stay start. That would be real dreamy, but no, it's pretty likely purple will SP, I would think. But I mean, who knows what their miners are? There's also a chance that teal SPs just to build the next room, but hopefully they don't. Hopefully they're a better player than that. Yeah, they are. Good. It still looks reasonably good for me. Like, purple has to SP here, probably, and they do, but, like, I'm going to get second growth pretty easy. I could get some more wood stacks. I could keep taking Reedstone. Chairman coupled with everybody else playing so much food is continuing to mean food is easy. Pitchfork, it's pretty underwhelming. All right. It is growth. Okay, it's fine. The question now is if I want 4 wood or if I want Reedstone food. Reedstone food means that Teal can't try start build on me because I'll just build another room. Four wood is good because four wood is just always a really good action. I also could just start player to avoid any shenanigans from Teal, but I think I'm going to take Reedstone Food, because Reedstone Food does basically stop any shenanigans from Teal. I go Reedstone Food into SP Hutch into Grow Moldboard Plow. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I don't know that this is the best, but ignoring 4 wood is possibly wrong, but given that it is early stone, and given that I do have so many Reedstone actions, this maybe is a relatively early scholar and then build a stone room with Mason game plan. Teal does correctly build. I will SP Hutch Grow Moldboard Plow. Throwing a read away to Hutch is a little bit unsavory, but with Harpooner in the game, I think it's okay. Plus, I want to keep just taking lots of Reedstone actions anyhow, so... Teal building 2 stables to be able to breed their pigs seems totally reasonable here, actually. I mean, stables are always a little iffy because it might be better just to have more room parts or something, but I don't mind 2 stables for Teal here. They have another pig guaranteedly coming in. Being breeding pigs means that their food is just super well set once they get a hearth. They do have to actually get a hearth someday. But Moral Crusader breeding pigs, get a hearth with all the cesspit pigs still coming in would be a powerful food setup. Purple's game still kind of scares me in terms of like they got first growth and they got the first big sheep stack. The good news is they've not really done anything else. They've not really played any cards I'm particularly concerned about in the meantime. But we'll see. It could. I mean, they still have action advantage, and that could prove pretty potent still. Purple goes 3 wood. Okay, it's fine. I start player as promised. Gonna play Hutch first because I want to get that food starting to flow during stage 3. I think we might have slight food crunches by that point. So a little bit of extra food through stage 3 looks pretty helpful. By the way, it is Sheep Whisperer, Sheep Walker, which is why they ignored a hearth, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. Red's game doesn't look very scary to me. Especially because Red's clearly hardlining these clay support rooms. The one downside is Red is clearly going to build quite a few clay support rooms and then probably fight for growth. So somebody else doing big house game plans right after me while I'm doing a big house game plan is probably going to force Red to start on me a bunch in the like mid to late game in order to grow over me. It's just going to be an unfortunate dynamic, but we'll deal with that. Given how much stone there is, I am starting to think that, yeah, maybe this is, again, I think I might be leaning towards the early scholar line and then, like, more of a late game 4th stone room and then a really late game 5th stone room. Master Bricklayer for red. Master Bricklayer on a big clay house is kind of annoying, but it also adds a ton of stone to the game, which further leads into this idea of build a stone room later. My opponents have been taking pretty reasonable actions overall. They've just probably drafted and played some cards that they maybe shouldn't have, but for the most part, all of this is looking pretty fine. Obviously, we grow. Moldboard Plow, we'll get that down. Moldboard Plow does slightly mess with my ability to like build another room. It's possible I wasn't supposed to play Hutch or Moldboard Plow and try to just hold room parts, because red's still not ready to build, and I could have tried to build again as my second action this round. That's an interesting thing that I forgot to consider, but that might have been a better line than what I'm on, because now red's ready to build. Red can furnish hearth here too. Or not furnish, just major a hearth and then build 2 rooms. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. Yeah, it seems pretty good. It is looking like I'm going to eventually want to feed via grain stuff, just because nobody else is doing that, but we'll see. I'm pretty happy with 3 stone here. I'm relatively happy with reedstone. I might also be content just taking 4 clay to set up like Reno well next round. And you might question if I should actually build the well, given that I want to do an early Reno and build a stone room. But if there's a master bricklayer in the game, and it's early stone, I think I'm content with trying that. Teal's just going to SP and not mess around. Fair enough. With a gritter, that's underwhelming. Oh, wow, I get 3 stone here anyhow. Okay, well, this is... I'm going to take the 3 stone. Then we are going to start pushing for fast reno. And we are going to try to renovate to the well also. I'll agree that. But... yeah. Red builds 2 rooms. So yeah, my next round, I want to open one of the clay stacks, assuming there is clay stacks. Now, this could get a little sketchy if teal and purple take clay, which they certainly could. Teal taking clay so they can later build a hearth makes some sense. Purple taking clay just because it's there. Purple might also just be taking 2 reed, I guess, though, setting up for another furnish build. We'll see. Chairman has provided a lot of food for me this game, which is really keeping easy feeding rolling here with Hutch, Chairman. Again, there's so much food in the game for everybody, but Purple's going to jump on the grow queue again? Probably. I don't really trust predicting any of these players. They're all pretty low rated, so I don't I don't want to anticipate any of their actions too hard. I agree that it seems likely Purple's going to try to take 2 reed and force their way into grow-in, but they don't get 2 reed also. But Teal takes the reed, cap. It's fine. I should get a clay stack next round then, probably, unless Purple just goes for tons of clay, which I guess Purple could go for tons of clay, but no, they're getting reedstone. It's fine. All right, yeah. So the hope is that we get clay, renovate to the well, start looking at taking another reedstone action so we can renovate again, and then we get scholar down. We'll eventually build a stone room. Be kind of late, but it's fine. Roof examiner. Okay, well that is a way to get reed and back into the growth queue. I did not consider roof examiner, but there you go. All right, it does appear Purple's probably going to force their way into the growth queue. Oh, they're undoing. I actually think that roof examiner moves totally fine here, but we'll see. I do think it means I get a pretty good clay action though, which is what I want. Uh-oh. Could get clay blocked. It could go 4 clay, 5 clay. I don't want them to take 5 clay, but they might. I mean, I guess it means I get 4 wood, which is fun, but
I'd really like clay and just Reno well. But this is what I get for not taking clay. It's always a little sketch. We don't know for sure how next round's going to play out yet, so we know teal's going to grow. I mean, teal's going to grow. I assume red's going to start player, but just got here, but you kind of like a slightly later clay room from purple. I don't mind purple going for a clay room. I agree. So, like, unfortunately, purple taking 5 clay here and then trying to like renovate and then trying to build a clay room. I agree. I don't actually mind it too much. I mind it personally because it messes with what I want to do. But if that's what they decide to do, so be it. I kind of think it is what they're going to do, unfortunately, though. So I could get seriously clay blocked, actually, for quite a while. And that could be... could really mess with this whole Reno fast plan, but... yeah, I'm actually increasingly feeling very uneasy the more I think about this. Like, I think purple is going to take 5 clay, and then I think I might not even get clay in round 9. Purple could have 4th grown easily, but they took 4 clay. Yes, that part's true, but they did what they want. I do get a lucky break here. Purple now takes Reedstone food. They are going to furnish my well. That's annoying. They are going to furnish the well, probably. Well, that's awkward. Yeah, I don't like that. Don't like that, but can't really do anything about it. Can't really. Red's food sucks, by the way. Is Red even going to protect their spot on the growth queue? They should. But yeah, Red kind of like needs to start player and harpooner probably. Yeah. Yeah, if I'm Red, I think I was gonna say I think Red probably should not mess around and should probably just SP and harpoon, which is a little awkward. Teal's gonna take 4 wood, forcing purple to build. Purple's gonna furnish my well. That's gonna be yeah, purple. God, why did I have to be force seat and not sitting in the right spot? But oh well. Stone oven seems fun this game. It is. It's fine. They have 3 food coming in next round. That's true. They do have 3 foods. They don't have to harpoon here. You're right. You're right. Anyhow, I'm still gonna wind up renovating here. What am I renovating to? I might renovate a pottery? The question is if there's actually enough late game clay for pottery to be good. But there probably is. Plus we do have the clay embankment. But red, like, only needs a little more clay. Teal's added clay to the game via the cesspit. Teal still needs a hearth and Reno, though. Huh. We'll see. Teal is building a fireplace. Yep. I'm getting 4 wood or the well. I accept this. That's fine. Give me 4 wood or the well. I'm okay with that outcome. I mean, honestly, I think I'd prefer the well, but purple doesn't have to build now either. Yeah, purple could have actually gone 4 wood, but purple is probably gonna lock up the well, so it's fine. I think I will just take pottery. I think pottery will be okay in this game, actually, after thinking it through a bit. I could be wrong, too. I could come to regret having a pottery, but... yeah, actually, I might come to regret having a pottery instead of just having clay for a stone oven. Huh. Oh, it's tricky. Yeah, I really wanted the well. That's sad day. Sad day. I will take 4 wood. 4 wood's just a good action. Not gonna ignore 4 wood. Did ever joinery? Joinery feels very wrong. Gosh, I don't know what I should be renovating to. Red does wind up just taking wood, not harpooning. It's okay. I definitely am going to renovate and try to get the Scholar going. Scholar can play Market Crier for me, and then later Mason and stuff. All of that actually seems totally fine. Again, the Mason's going to be pretty late. People are building a lot of rooms, so it's going to be hard for me to force my way in too much. Gosh, yeah, I really don't like how pottery means that I basically have to get another clay for stone oven later, and I probably am feeding via like stone or clay oven eventually. Scholar and paddle and oven is low key hot. Yeah, it's really good. That's why like this is a little bit sketch. I could just build the stone oven now, I guess. And I could use Scholar stone oven stuff later. I just don't get the bake now. It's actually not that bad. Yeah, you know what? Maybe that's actually the play. Maybe that is just the play. I kind of want to take clay once I have the pottery for food points. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to fight people for clay, though. Like, that's the thing. If I think about this more, I don't know that I actually want to be fighting for clay. I think I will do this. I have a bread paddle. I'm later going to have a market car with a scholar that can just play some ox. It seems a little sad always to just like donk build a thing, but I think in this case it's okay because I'll wind up I wind up having the extra bake actions anyhow. This round, my ideal round is probably Reedstone Food or 2 Reed, Ox Scholar, Renovate, Milking Stool. Red Pedal makes us perfectly fine. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. But yeah, the goal of this round would really be to get Scholar online so that I can Ock Market Crier at the start of 10 and then start focusing on plowing and crops. Eventually, we'll have to gather resources for a stone room, obviously, but we'll get there. Swimming class for red. Swimming class harpooner. Yep, that makes sense. That's cute. Purple has to SP. Well, I guess purple doesn't have to SP because red almost clearly is going to fish, but I think purple's going to SP. So I think I get Reedstone Food. The question is if Reedstone Food's actually better than 2 Reed here. 2 Reed might be better here, actually. Just because Reed's been slightly tight and I eventually need 2 Reed. I take 2 Reed, I later take a Reedstone Food, and I eventually get a 3 stone action in a game where there's a Master Bricklayer. Seems conceivable. 2 Reed plus a Reedstone Food plus a 3 stone action. Alternatively, so that's 3 actions. I could go for 2 Reed, Reedstone Food, 3 stone in Dreamy Worlds. The other alternative is to go Reedstone, 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 Stone. So that's a 4th action. That doesn't sound very good. Purple decides to fish block red. That's aggressive. Yeah, okay. Well, whatever. I'm out of that fight. I think I will take the 2 Reed then, as I just counted actions. I think this is better because now I just 1 Reed stone and 1 3 stone action away from this room. Red is going to just Reedstone Food and eat their sheep. Okay. Purple still does have to start. Teal is taking wood. Yep, it's all good. Nobody's threatening my Reno, which is nice. Why not Clay Room? Uh, too slow? I think actually, honestly, I think the Scholar actions are really meaningfully good for me. Also, I think fighting into the growth queue is really ugly. Like, purple should be SP to grow, red will then SP to grow. Like, why am I, like, me getting to the growth queue is actually really kind of hard. So, um, yeah, nobody can run out here, so yeah, I'm gonna get my Scholar down and get everything rolling. By the time I grow into a clay room, I'm ready to build a stone room and grow. Yeah, basically, yeah, that's, there you go. Thank you. Yes, that's a good way to put it. We're already late on plows and fences. Yes, that too. I would really like to be plowing with moldboard, getting those out of the way. I'd really like to be getting our food sorted. That's the other problem. If I try to push and fight for growth, I'm on the edge on food. I really need to get the market crier down and use market crier and get the plows going. Like, I have quite a bit of obligations on food front for stage 4. I'm going to be growing really late, and my fences are also going to be pretty late. Like, this game plan might not actually quite work because I didn't get to grow quite fast enough, but we'll see. The Scholar is definitely going to help by providing bake actions and a couple of improvement actions and whatever. But, whoa, wow, purple's not going to grow? What the hell, dude? You just got to use your pitchfork? Sure. I mean, purple not fighting, not SPing for growth is crazy. Absolutely crazy. But whatever, you do you. I'm not that happy about staying 4th here, but I mean, whatever. Oh, hey, do I not actually have food for Scholar? Uh-oh, wait a sec. Oh, wait, no, I do have food for Scholar. Oh my god, Hutch, thank you. I was going to say, I can't actually play my card. That would be pretty tragic. Take the easy grows of like 12 or 14, use my priorities for plows. Could be a writing boards, fence 10 to 12 kind of game. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, that's kind of where we're at. But this milking stool might not be huge then either, right? Like, I don't know. There's definitely some issues, but maybe there's not as many issues as I'm saying. Like, what if I do get to go plow, grain, sow over the, like, I mean, that's a lot of actions in stage 4 just to that. But, like, if I do that, things would be pretty freaking set. But who knows if I even get plow here because I have really bad action priority, but we'll see. I will say I'm basically playing a bunch of ox that are shit just because they're going to give me bake actions and give me an extra wood off writing boards. But I guess there are worse things than that too. Cows flip, interesting. None of my opponents have particularly scary farms or off boards, so you think I'm still in a solid spot. That's probably true. But yeah, I don't love that I'm throwing everybody grain either, for the record. But I guess I am happier that I'm throwing grain when purple took a manual grain action. But purple might be trying to frickin' use pitchfork again by plowing in front of me, going plow grain. But we'll see. Fishing net gets played. That's cute. Fishing net harpooner stuff is, yeah, definitely cute. Teal is correctly hammering the wood. There is a 3 stone action that I can think about also, I guess. I mean, there is 3 stone reedstone food build as options this round. I don't know that that's totally what I should focus on. But yeah, I don't get plow here. That sucks. I think I am going to take 3 stone. I might get blocked from grain. How bad is that? Getting blocked from grain actually is kind of problematic. How do I feed? Gosh, I might have to take freaking grain here away from purple. That's so obnoxious. Yeah, I think this is actually more important to me, unfortunately. Not getting plow here is actually really annoying because I have very few actions that I want to take. I guess single cow is an okay action. I think this is mildly mandatory because my food is just shit otherwise if I don't get this grain. I think I basically need to double bake grain here. And I'm just gonna ox some dumb card like district manager, but 6 clay to purple, yeah, that makes sense. 3 stone still is a good action for me. Reedstone food is acceptable. Single cow is acceptable. But yeah, that's basically the only acceptable actions on this board for me. German Heathkeeper seems totally unnecessary for teal. I thought teal might just fence 12, but I actually like fence 12 a lot for teal, but German Heathkeeper is a choice. I'm glad when opponents do things I don't think are good. It does look like purple's not going to have to start to grow, and now they take my 3 stone. That's annoying. I'll get my Reedstone food out of the way, but getting to 3 stone action now is coming kind of late. I don't even know what purple's doing with that stone either, but whatever. Maybe I should have taken 3 stone first because I needed it, but god, purple is, yeah, just really in my way, and it's really annoying that they didn't SP to grow, and that I was not given that action advantage that I thought I would get. But thoughts on having gone 3 stone with traveling is the out? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I'm probably regretting not taking 3 stone here, because now I'm gonna have to wait quite a while. But hey, wonderful plays, welcome. Now purple starts for growth, even though you don't have to. What incarnation are you doing, purple? Why you hate me this much? Why you gotta be like this? One kind of interesting option here is to fence 6 and take 2 cows to open next round, but I think I just want to plow to open next round. But fence 6 and take 2 cows is spicy. To be clear, I don't think I get 3 stone into grain. That's the whole problem, right? The reason I took grain is because purple is going to frickin' pitchfork again, because that's what they did last round. But maybe I overreacted to their stupid pitchfork threats, but pretty sure that's what they were about to do. But again, predicting anybody is tough. Do I want to take 2 cows in fences? I kind of do, but I also have only 4 rounds left for mold board. I gotta use my action priority on mold boarding. I can't use my action priority on taking cows. I kind of like the cow line too, but I think I have to prioritize the plows with mold board here. There's so few rounds left. I'll play district manager as a cute way and bake grain. Am I super happy about this? No, not at all, but oh, yeah, I'm really not happy about this. I think I'm in a lot of issues. Honestly, if purple opens plow, I'm like really in a very troubling spot. I mean, I guess if purple opens plow, I go 4 wood SP fence. That might just be the option. We might just give up on the mason room. That's pretty ugly. Luckily, they take wood. Oh, wow, yeah, purple has actually huge wood needs. Purple has huge wood needs. Yeah, purple does need to open wood. All right, well, that's good. That's very good. I would. It looks pretty good if I could get grain into sow. Sowing 2 grain fields here would be pretty nice. I don't actually have a ton of other things that are good here, which is a little unfortunate. My 3 stone action is coming in round 13, so like I'm really not growing into my rooms now. I'm very slow about growing. Yeah, I actually needed that 3 stone, I think, with a more priority than I realized, but oh well. You can ask Terra Mystica questions. Absolutely, go for it. Yeah, ask me whatever you want. Teal is fencing. The animals are great. This is very good. Somebody should be fencing because yeah, the fence tempo this game has been crazy. Purple takes grain again, which I thought they might. This is such a bad action for them. It's so annoying. They don't need 3 food. They don't need a grain. I'm gonna throw them a grain anyhow. Like you have to. Blah. So obnoxious. I could still. I can't fence 6. God. Oh my god. I guess I take 7 food. I may as well not have to keep baking my grain. But it's just miserable. Just miserable trying to predict people at times when you're with a bunch of low-rated players and I somehow gave myself no action priority this game on things that I need. Blah, blah. Super unhappy with my position. I think I'm not in a good enough spot to win this game. The pitchfork threat was high. I'm absolutely correct that purple is crazy about using their pitchfork, even though they freaking shouldn't be, right? Yeah, correct. That's what I've tried to tell you. Purple's very random. They've played a card, they're going to use a card. But I agree, the pitchfork threat shouldn't be high at all, but why in the world would purple take grain? Because they've played a card, they got to use a card. Like, I have the right read on them, but it's just super annoying playing with them. You've noticed that fire and ice factions aren't very popular. You think you sort of understand why a lot of color wheel breaking. You were wondering if including something like just ice factions would be more popular. Yes. Yes, no, you're completely correct. The general feeling amongst a lot of Terra Mystic experts is that ice factions are relatively reasonable. They mostly follow color wheel, etc. Like everything's fine. Oh wow, teal. So apparently I was getting so blocked regardless because teal wants to sow instead of taking 3. Oh, sheep got taken. I was about to say I thought they were going to take 3 sheep, but they don't care about the pigs. Okay, everything is a delightful, ridiculous mess. I guess I'm just going to SP writing boards and hope to hit growth. Like, I think I'm at the point of the game where I just got to hope I hit growth. I don't like being in that position. God, I still have a mason. Building a stone room is still so good, but still hitting growth is so good. Like, whatever. I'm just going to do that. I have no good actions. Like, I've left myself no good actions, so... admittedly, what is Scholar doing at this point? Like, just playing Ox that are meaningless? Yeah, I mean, I guess Scholar is going to play Furrows and so Avenge. I'm annoyed. Anyhow, the pitchfork read is that good. The choice is whether the traveler would still be. I should have taken stone. I agree, Ace of Spade. I should have taken stone. I was wrong. Purple could have stoned 3 grand, but they like their pitchfork so much. Yeah, correct. It's really bad. The reason you're asking is you're trying to design fan factions for Terra Nova, and ice factions look like a good idea. Gotcha. I still personally don't like ice factions that much. I still really just prefer the base mechanics, but yes, ice factions are more popular. If you could add just ice factions on BGA, I think some people would be more into it. But both variable and fire factions, yeah, are like pretty disputable. So I agree, Patrick. To be clear, I still actually kind of dislike ice, and I really just don't touch the whole fire and ice expansion on the whole. I don't mind the extra scoring of fire and ice, to be clear, but yeah, I agree with the. I just don't really like the expansion concepts that much at all, but. But I definitely don't like fire and variable factions. Fire and variable factions are way too annoying. They just take whatever hexes they want way too often in very unpredictable ways, and I don't think that's good for a competitive strategy game. Ice factions are still at least a lot more predictable in what they're gonna do, but yeah, I don't love the ice mechanic. I love the base game mechanic. I think the base game mechanics are great, so I don't really see a need to mess with them. But anyhow. Yeah, this game is still just really awkward for me. Purple has taken a lot of actions that I think have hurt both Purple and myself. Purple not SP'd in order to grow.
means that I didn't get like purple choosing to prioritize taking plow and grain when they need wood and growth is pretty awkward. Like purple has a way more food than they need. Decided to not grow as fast as they needed to. They don't actually have their grain in the ground. They've taken some pretty dubious actions after I played Market Crier, but it's what they chose to do. They're allowed to do it. It's just really got in my way. I partly got in my own way. I should have 3 stone here. If I had 3 stone here, I could have just built my room already. So, like, a lot of this is on me, to be fair. Because if I just had 3 stone and sure, I don't have the grain, but I would have had it traveling. A lot of it's me actually. This game's gone really awry because I didn't take 3 stone. I really needed to take that 3 stone and not get distracted by the grain threat, but oh well. Talking about Terra Nova? Yeah, that's fair. I think so. You thought you wouldn't enjoy fan factions, so you didn't like Fire and Ice, but you've really liked fan factions, so you realized it was the extra terrain mechanic. Gotcha. Yeah, to be clear, Patrick, we do hit growth. Okay, well, hitting growth is at least a big break. This makes our game significantly better. Hitting growth here so we have a couple extra actions is pretty big. The animals are just insane. Like, I might just fence 10 here also. But we'll, like, fence 10 into 4 pigs if for some reason that's allowed. Like, we'll see. But, definitely grow. That's what we were hitting. Anyhow, I agree, Patrick, that, like, I've definitely I actually thought I was gonna like fan factions though. I've long said that all I wanted for Terra Mystica was a bunch of new factions and not changing. You don't have to change mechanics. You just live within the base game realm. So I was really happy when fan factions got announced, even though I've not played with them that much yet. But purple has 20 food, so they're gonna need more pitchfork. Yeah. It could have gotten traveling end grades. So there was still a risk with the stone. It wasn't a no-brainer. I agree that it wasn't a total no-brainer or an obvious mistake, but given the level of play I want out of myself and expect of myself, it's definitely a mistake that I should have seen. I agree. It's not like an obvious error, but it was definitely wrong. Like, these players aren't, like, I guess Red's finally ready to build another room and grow, but I should have been ready to build and grow. Being ready to build and grow and play Mason and just, like, get more actions, that's what I should have been pursuing, but Teal doesn't take the cows. I mean, I guess there's really not that much threat on the cows because the only people that can eat them have tons of food. I might try to green 3 wood here into fence 13 if I'm allowed to. 3 wood fence 13 is really also very tempting. But I'm not allowed to get 3 wood, so I think it is just fence 10 and accept that's all the fences I get this game. Yeah, I think it's fence 10. Fence 10 over 2, make 2 2-space pastures and accept that's as good as it gets. I think that's what I have to do. I'm not going to get enough wood otherwise. Like, I guess I could take 2 more wood for 2 more points, but I'm too far behind on too many things. I just got to get fences down. The chance that I get 2 cows here or 4 pigs is pretty high, so. Is competitive Agricola always with 4, basically? If it means pigs or cows, fence 10 is great. Agreed. I don't know that it means that I get pigs or cows, but I think I do. There are 3 to 4 pigs, but the pitchfork's necessary? I mean, absolutely. You're definitely correct. Anyhow, yeah, competitive Agricola is basically always 4. There are some people that enjoy 2-player, but it's actually relatively a small group. 2-player Agricola is like really cutthroat and very different. You can play 2-player extremely cutthroat. I mean, you can play it very friendly also, but 2-player has a very different dynamic, and I think it's significantly worse. I think a lot of the cards and a lot of the just balance and interesting decisions are found at 4-player. 3-player and 5-player is actually like okay too. 5-player is not on BGA, but honestly, like, they're okay. I don't prefer them, but they're okay.
Anyhow, the pigs or the cows get takers. I thought, will I actually get pigs, or will purple take the pigs to eat, even though it doesn't look like purple needs the food? Hell if I know what purple will do. You were wondering about three player. Three player Agricola is okay. I don't like it very much, but it's okay. Three player Agricola has weird issues with like actions and access to resources and stuff. Luckily, purple doesn't take the pigs, so I do get this insane pig action, so that's nice. I'm not sure I get plow next round. I really want my moldboard plow next round. Oh, actually, I should get that. Wait, teal should be opening grow. Purple should plow sow. I should get my plow. Hopefully, I get plow next round. We'll see. Anyhow. 0 food ox, 2 food ox, terrible in 3 player. That part's annoying, yeah. 3 player read is a lot tighter instead of wood, yeah. 2 player being a 0-sum game makes it super ruthless. You find it not fun at all? I agree. I find 2 player basically not fun at all. I rarely play 2 player any game though, because I just don't actually enjoy 0-sum mechanics as much as I enjoy multiplayer dynamics. So yeah, I mean, I also like basically always play most games at 4 player or like multiplayer, even when there's fans of it at 2 player. But like, obviously through the ages, like there's a big 2 player community. St. Petersburg has played 2 player a lot. Stone Age has played 2 player a lot. But I enjoy all those games better at 4 player. But anyhow, Agricola is, yes, just very much a 4 player game, widely played. All the competitive Agricola is 4 player. There's a handful of 2 player enthusiasts, but 3 player Agricola is weird. I agree. All the resources are weird. You usually play games at the lowest player count. A lot of people do. Yeah, a lot of people prefer that. So I just 2 player games have very different dynamics, right? Because they're 0-sum, and so now there's like very different feels going on, and I don't prefer it. I really enjoy multiplayer dynamics in games. So almost everything I enjoy. To be clear, this is still different than always enjoying it at the highest possible player count, but anyhow, Red built 2 more rooms, that's fine. Pottery goes, that's fine. My ideal next round is what? 3 stone. Well, my ideal next round is plow, 3 stone, grain, cow. And then my final round needs to be build. This writing boards is quite good for red. I assume writing boards is going to die with teal, if teal has any sense in the world, but yeah, I think my final round's going to be trying to go build and grow along with like sow and something else. Scholar is going to play nothing once again, and I'm just saving Scholar for Mason in 14. There is some pressure on 3 stone next round, but I should try to go 3 stone and build. It unlocks a lot of points in house and final round grow. I can also plow 3 stone, build, grow next round as an alternative. Oh, interesting. That's true. I could play Mason now in order to give myself the option to grow this round. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I maybe should do that. I slightly hesitate to do so because it could slightly increase the chance that I get 3 stone blocked. But I think I should leave this open. I still would really like to take a cow. I mean, the cow is so many points right here. But I should leave options open here. I still am going to use moldboard plow, like instant. Like that's got to be the first priority is moldboard plow. The second priority I think is 3 stone. The third priority probably is cow, but market crier so I can actually bake some grain is unfortunately mildly important also. We definitely got a bit wrecked by not getting grain in the ground during stage 3 or stage 4 like I wanted to. Purple choosing to fight us on pitchfork in stage 4 was really annoying. Seems good if somebody takes the cow, though, gives us an out. I agree. It is really good in terms of giving us an out in case I don't get the actions I want. Having the option to just build and grow this round and get those things out of the way definitely, yeah, has strong value. But yeah, definitely get the double plow out of the way here. Oh, also I fenced in the wrong spot. Why did nobody tell me this? Oh my god, guys, I'm an idiot. I totally fenced in the wrong spot. I can't even plow a fifth field. Oh my god, I'm making lots of crummy errors this morning. That's so bad. Ugh. Farmyard arrangement fail. We blocked ourselves. That's really dumb. You fenced quickly. You were gonna say something, but I already confirmed. Yeah, that's fair. I'm sure I did do it too fast. I didn't consider it long enough. That's really bad of me, though. That's so bad. Ugh. Blah. Blah. Screwed myself. Oh, well, anyhow, I don't deserve to win this one with how I'm playing. Making lots of meaningful little errors. I mean, there is still strong discussion of I had 4-seat and I could have better breaks, but whatever. It's fine. I have plenty of point actions endgame. I do have plenty of point actions. I agree it's probably okay, but blocking my own plow is not good. Is 4-seat the worst? Yeah, absolutely. It's not that huge, to be fair. Like, I've won. I'm just slightly annoyed because I had four. I've streamed 3 games recently, and I've been 4-seat in all of them. But I got wins in the prior 2, and I might still be winning this game for all I know. It's not. This game's not locked up yet at all. But anyhow, 4-seat is definitely the worst. You just don't have priority on the actions you want in the opening rounds, and that can be really brutal. Teal takes 3 stone. Purple could respond with 3 stone, both setting up Renos, and they do. How absolutely miserable. Thanks everybody. Thanks other players. That's so cool. All right, well, we definitely lose now. 4-seat broken. Heard it here first. Yeah, no, it's not broken. It's just annoying. I would honestly argue that I've had game long tempo issues because of 4-seat, but it happens. Anyhow, yuck from Purple. I mean, I've been blocked really hard this game. These players are very blocky. Purple's a very blocky player. They blocked freaking swimming class earlier when they really didn't need to. Like, this is just the game we're in. We're in a blocky game. Like, it's how it goes. But yeah, getting blocked on 3 stone again, it's just really annoying. Like, but hey, again, whatever. Like, these things happen. Should Purple be going for Reno when it costs them? They're taking 3 actions for 4 points. Like, they have to take a read action and a Reno action. Like, I mean, I guess the Reno action comes with fences and stuff, so it's not that bad. But yeah, it's annoying. I mean, it might be getting them the win though, too. To be fair, like they're probably gonna win. So it's very game dependent. Most times it's a slight disadvantage. There's some games based on cards and how it breaks. It can damper the whole thing. Yeah. The stats are fairly clear that 4-seat is worse, but again, it's honestly not that big. Purple is starting. That's at least nice. We do appreciate them starting. Also, I do have BMW parts, Straw Thestrif. This is why they were forcing this. Okay, they do have Reno easier than I thought too. Okay, this is annoyingly better for them than I thought, but I should market cry because I might be getting plow sow. Maybe. Or I'm getting grow. Whatever it is, this is good. And then I'm just going to build BMW, because I don't think anybody wants this read. Yeah, I'm going to hopefully build BMW here, and have a big read action at least. But yeah, this game's been just really annoying. Purple's been pretty blocky and has been allowed to be pretty blocky on me. If I was just in Purple's seat this game and sitting after the other players throughout the opening, like, ugh, everything would have been a lot smoother. But again, I also did bad here. I should have just taken that 3 stone and not worried about Purple caring about their freaking pitchfork, straw thatched roof crap. But also, relying on market crier as a way to feed is mildly dubious. I've been throwing my opponent's points that they're very possibly going to use to beat me, so, you know, all of that is also, you know, dubious and bad. But Alas. I do get BMW here, so you know that part's good. BMW opens up a really nice read action next round for me. Do I have enough points actions here? I don't know, but in before read block? Oh yeah, I mean, look, hell if I know what's gonna happen here. Like, I think I'm getting Plow So. I think purple's gonna open like Red Offense. Getting Plow So for me would be really quite huge. The Plow So is a lot of points now. Then hopefully I get read. Then I don't actually have a lot of points left anymore, but not getting this Mason stuff done was pretty bad. I mean, like, I have a first pick Mason. Mason was supposed to be obviously like kind of the cornerstone of my strat, and I failed to achieve it. So, you know, that's bad. That part's bad. Just one of those games. It is. It is just one of those games. It's just every little thing. Well, not every little thing, but just yeah, don't really have the priority on everything I wanted to do, and couldn't quite get the breaks. Couldn't really predict what others were doing. Other people wanted to be in my way a lot. It does happen. It's just a little bit sad. I feel like all my games lately on stream have been slight struggle buses, but like it's also been a lot of 4 seats. Like yeah, it has just been a lot of games where it's just like, I need some things to work right. I guess yesterday's game was like fairly smooth, but it's still I only won by 1 point. I've not had tons of just easy gifts, easy whatever, but the last one was a pretty easy win. Yeah, it kind of was actually. I mean, it was actually only a 1 point win by the end though. Anyhow, look at the others. They don't have many high point moves either. I mean, they have Red Offense. Red Offense is a lot, but yeah, Teal I guess has 4 actions and is gonna Redo. Red has a lot of actions, but I guess none of them are that meaningful. Yeah, maybe this is still a win. Maybe this is gonna be a win where I win with freaking 40 or some garbage. I am breeding 3 points worth of cows and pigs still, so I'm at 36. If I get Plow So, I'm already at like 42. Maybe this is a win too, and I'm just caterwauling into a classic. I still win, even though I'm just annoyed. That assumes I get Plow So. To be fair, purple should probably Plow So, and I should try to grow and then So bake. Yeah, that's what should happen probably. Feeding wise, am I fully fed yet? I'm basically fully fed, right? Yeah, I am actually basically fully fed because of milking stool. Scholar, yeah, has nothing to do here though. Yeah, nothing for Scholar to do, but it's okay. Purple could def lose red fence to teal though. Yeah, I agree. Purple has just 24 points. Purple does have just 24 points, so it's it's possible actually everything is fine here. It's possible I just have to accept that this game is very low scoring because the game's been very blocky. Instead of players doing a lot of actions they should have been, and everybody's scoring better, we're in a slight spot where everybody's just going to score crummy. Also, wood has been tight. The lack of wood injection in this draft is being felt. Like, people are not getting to fence fully at all, which that part is helpful, I guess. How can purple lose red offense? I agree that purple can't lose red offense. They can lose red fence to teal, but they're not going to get fully blocked on Reno and fences. But hey, they're gonna do this and give me Plow So that's a good break. That is an excellent break. This is like a 5-point Plow So or something. This is pretty huge actually. Red is gonna plow. Teal's gonna grow, presumably. Then purple's gonna take the pigs. I'm gonna take reed. Why didn't I play an Ock for a point? Read the card. That's why? It's not a point. Ovens are not cooking improvements, so no points. BMW is not a cooking improvement. Also, no points. BMW, not a cooking improvement. The only thing that are cooking improvements are fireplaces and hearths. And once we eventually add more cards, Oriental fireplace is a cooking improvement. But cooking improvements have a cooking improvement symbol, which is this guy. This is a cooking improvement symbol. No cooking improvement symbol. No cooking improvement symbol. None of these. Well, this is the hearth, sorry. The hearth counts. Anyhow, Cookery Outfitter literally only works on fireplaces and hearths at the moment, so you're a bit confused. No, it's fine. It's totally fine. You assume purple took it first action? Yeah, I agree. Housemaster's the card. Gotcha. Yeah. If I had like Housemaster, I would have slammed that. I wish I had any Ock that was worth points. I would love to play something here, but yeah. Red is already up to 38 off of Reno. Wait a sec. Red renovated? Oh, Sheepwalker. I totally missed Sheepwalker Reno. Oh, hey, Teal got Reno blocked. That's fun. I totally forgot Sheepwalker Reno. Oh, wow, Purple had to open Red Fence. Okay, well, that was good. Yeah, Purple really did have to open Red Fence, actually, because, yeah, Reno got blocked. Purple's getting Grow here. That's okay, though, actually. Red is actually the threat. Red is basically the threat this game now. Yeah. Red is the one that we're most worried about. Unfortunately, Red is getting the pigs. That sucks. I can't realistically block pigs. Purple not going for pigs is sad. Sad days. Purple, how do you plan to win? Boo. Boo. You definitely missed that. Shows what chat knows. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I missed Sheepwalker. I wasn't paying attention to Sheepwalker possibilities at all. I think Purple was supposed to take pigs. Because I think Purple could try to beat Red, but maybe not. But, yeah, Red getting pigs, unfortunate. What else do I do for points? I can Market Cry? I guess I can Market Cry. Am I skipping sheep? Correct, I have nowhere to hold sheep. I guess I could take a sheep, though, huh? Okay, wait, I can take a sheep. Sheep is a point to me. I throw away 2 pigs, but I take a sheep. Yeah, it is still a point. Okay. Yeah, actually, I guess I'm taking a sheep. I may as well take a sheep. I need points. I need every point I can get. Sheep does get me to 45. And then I can maybe Market Cry last action, get to 46. Getting to 46 is actually kind of surprising to me here, given how I didn't actually get to use... didn't actually get to do a lot of what I wanted. What should I take here, though? I guess I should just take the sheep. Sheep's points. What else am I doing for points? What else is Red doing for points? Red has serious food issues. Not that serious food issues, but Red has some food issues also. Okay, yeah. Let's just take the sheep. Sheep's a guaranteed point. Not a lot else I can do about it. Oop. Wood fence stables also point per move. Sorry, fence is 1 point, stables 0.5. Yeah, I could try 3 wood fence, I guess, but... Yeah, I guess maybe that was actually the play, because now that's what Red's doing. I think I'm actually winning anyhow, though, right? Again, classic, I'm counterwalling about how bad this game feels, and it's still going to actually be a win, but it did feel pretty bad, because I did not get to achieve the plan A or even plan B, really. Not getting to use Mason is feel bad. That doesn't feel good. and not actually getting the market cry or bread paddle stuff really working like I thought I was going to and really wanted to. Also didn't feel good, but we did get the milking stool working, and we did get, I mean, I did get 4 pigs, and then I did manage to get my cow grabs and get the cows breeding. So that part did work well. And then actually this late BMW is actually pretty huge. I mean, this BMW is 2 actions for 5 points. So even though I don't have the stone rooms, I have a 6 or 5 point BMW helping to make up for it. So I guess that was a good break that I didn't really take in real time. It's what's hard about trying to evaluate stuff in real time sometimes is like not being able to do what you want and not being able to get the action sequences you want can feel really bad, but sometimes you're still taking really strong alternative lines and I just wasn't accepting that fast enough. That's probably what's happening here though. Like red has a 2-point fence action. So they get to 42, they breed to 43, but they're still eating points. Teal is breeding 2 points, but clearly can't do enough with what's left. Purple has 1 action left. Yeah, it looks fine. The game was okay-ish. That pitchfork stuff was so random. Yeah, it was. I got the plows. I partial fenced at a good time. I turned my stable stone into points. My opponents had mediocre games. Yes, my opponents having mediocre games is also a lot of what's going on. Teal plays shifting cultivation. That actually might become purple's best move. Yeah, purple has 2 grain that they can eat, so purple's best move is also shifting cultivation. But they just take a veg instead. Lovely. That blocks one of red's path to points. I approve. Or clay. Yep, never mind. Clay is actually your best move. Sure. Yep. You have a pottery. You do have a pottery. Okay. Yep. 6 clay makes a lot of sense. I can market cry. Market cry does give red an extra food, but it doesn't look like red's sowing it. It doesn't look like it gives red a point, and red's the only one that can beat me. Yeah. Okay. Well, we market cry then. I get a point, and it's not clear that red's getting a point, so seems okay to me. Yeah, so I ended at 47. I mean, I guess, yeah, 47 in a late... Well, it's not late growth. See, it wasn't even late growth this game. Yeah, I mean, whatever. 47 in a mid-growth game when everybody else is doing mediocre stuff is still, yeah, just enough. Red can sow the 1 grain either way. They would have got the point. Yes. Yeah, they have furrows in hand, right? Yep, agreed. What did red just do? Wait a sec. What was red's action? Red harpooned. Red took wood for harpooner, not for fences. I mean, harpooner did feed them, so sure. So they're at 41, but they did get veg blocked, so now their best action is furrows. Yeah, I think red's best action is furrows, and they're going to end at 42. Purple's going to end at 41, and teal's going to end at 41. Yeah, so my opponents are going to be 42, 41, 41. Purple's going to have last place. Despite growing first, purple's going to have last place, which I just don't think is shocking, because I think purple went really awry when they forced out this straw thatch drift stuff over prioritizing other things. Red is doing furrows here. Furrows for tiebreak. 6 stone rooms without butler or a hostel. Yeah, that part also is not winning, right? They're building a stable. Stable is clearly worse than furrows. It appears they didn't want to do furrows after they were reminded that chairman gives me a food, but I don't need the chairman food. The chairman food doesn't matter to me due to milking stool, and also I have 2 veggies I could eat, so, but anyhow. Oh, also I kept claiming I was getting to 47, but this is 46, right? I can't actually breed this pig. Yeah, I can't actually breed this pig. This is 46. 46 is still pretty good, but you don't hate 6 stone rooms with clay supports, but it's not great either. Yeah, I don't mind it too much either, but yeah, it's also obviously not particularly good, but also master bricklayer, eh? real good master bricklayer. Classic master bricklayer, I would claim. You always imagine that you're gonna have so many actions to build majors with, and then you don't, and all the majors disappear anyhow. So yeah, threw an action away to master bricklayer, but that's also pretty classic. Oh hey, wait, got to 42. What did they do to get to 42? Interesting. I don't know where their last point came from that I wasn't paying attention to, but kudos. All right, we did win after all my caterwauling. Still got the win here. Only got 3 elo, but getting 3 elo from this game's not too surprising given, yeah, again, the ratings involved, but rooms are never worth. Well, that's way too. That's saying things way too strongly. But whatever, you can say that. Purples start with the furniture. Well, first growth was really nice. Their game fell apart, chasing stuff rather than farming. Yep, totally agreed. Purple made just a lot of errors in the end game. Not SP to grow was weird. Like they should have started to grow almost certainly. They really messed up by building a room in wood or not fencing sooner. There were huge animal stacks which were like just ready to, yeah, they didn't manage to fully fence. They did get good crops done, but they had to spend so many actions to get those crops done that, yeah, I think the actions were spent at the wrong time. I don't even know everything else that they did wrong for sure, but yeah, clearly just went awry. They had a totally fine position and somehow mucked it up, but it's not surprising. These things happen. Agricola's hard. But anyhow, I am glad to sneak a win here. I guess it looks like it's more than sneak. I mean, I clearly did win this game, but gosh, another 4-seat game though that felt pretty rough. Not actually using our first pick Ak is yeah, pretty sad, but again, this was also a slightly tough draft for Mason though. Like there was very little resource injection that I saw in the draft, which makes it hard to justify building the 4th room. But elo of the other player says everything. I mean, yeah. To be clear, I said that at the start of the stream before a lot of you guys arrived, but it was likely going to be a win because I expected my opponents to do dubious things. It's also why I said I wasn't going to be able to predict my opponents well at all. I didn't. I expected it to be a wilder game than it was, though, to be honest. Like, my opponents actually, like, kind of did most of the right things, or at least loosely did the right things. A lot of the problem is, like, just their sequencing. They just tried to do a lot of stuff at the wrong times. There was also, I guess, some other dubious things. Like, I actually don't think this Harpooner was supposed to get played, probably. I think Red was supposed to just build Fireplace in round 4 and take the sheep and, like, just live that life, but obviously Red should not be playing Master Bricklayer either. That was not necessary, but Teal's opening with the whole Cesspit Moral Crusader stuff was really totally fine. Purple's opening was totally fine. Well, not totally fine. Purple also should have just furnished the fireplace. They should not have furnished Handplow, but again, people do whatever they do. Anyhow, some classic low elo strategy mistakes of chasing cards versus plows and wood. Yeah. Yeah, the game was, again, fairly wood tight also, which is actually pretty fun, right? Like, Red didn't build any wood rooms. Red did use some wood for Harpooner and clay supports, so, like, it's kind of a wash, but, like, This is only 12 fences, 12 fences, 8 fences, 10 fences. Like, we don't have people fully fencing. We do have a decent number of stables were built. That's actually, this is one of those games where stables were sort of a trap in terms of like they really kind of delayed fences and the ability to get animals. There was a lot of wood cost miners too. I mean, I spent a bunch of wood on miners. That's a lot of where my wood went. I have 5 wood on miners. So even though I played writing boards did add some wood to the game, but yeah, this is a pretty wood tight game. Lots of wood costs miners and not much wood injection. So that also depresses the scores a bit, but anyhow, you shouldn't say low elo, mid and high elo players make the mistake too a lot. Oh yeah, it's real easy to fall into, and again, it's part of why Agricola is so like fun and endlessly fascinating. Is like you really have to pay attention to kind of what you see in the draft for like what it's gonna be like. And this was relatively like this was a lower resource game, which you don't always see in revised, but like there wasn't that much resource injection, which made it a little hard to especially wood in particular. The wood was a bit tight, so figuring out how to best use your wood this game and like yeah, just understanding tempo on just getting farming and stuff versus pursuing gross and whatever. Also just tempo on food. Food was relatively easy this game though, but anyhow, yeah. It was good times. Anyhow, are we winning yet? Yes, we did win. Even though I complained a lot this game because it didn't feel like I was winning and it felt like purple blocked me a lot. But that is loosely actually how the game went. I got blocked a bunch and still won partly because other players are low rated. You see a Mason with 3 rooms, so did I really win? No, again, I felt real bad. This game felt real bad, Civ. A lot of what I wanted to do did not happen. And I'm mad at myself, actually, too, partly. To be fair, it is, like, I probably should have done this game even more than I did. Like, I did partly just miss sequence. I needed to take 3 stone in round 10 and I didn't, and that was bad. I definitely should have had 10 stone or had my stone rooms. I fenced in the wrong spot. Obviously, this is not the like I'm a little annoyed at some of my reads and plays also though to be fair. So whatever. Anyhow, back to the room debate. Imagine you build 2 additional rooms, which cost you 4 clay, 2 wood, 2 reed, 2 extra stone, which are 2 actions plus plus plus. Means you get 6 points using 3 actions. Without cards is not the way to make points efficiently. Yeah, I think it's more complicated than that. Because you're also ignoring the fact that that room can still give you growth, but whatever. Yeah, exactly. Like you're ignoring the fact that we get to grow and then take additional actions in that in that. Like I agree that building beyond 5 rooms is always slightly questionable, but like given how it lined up here for red, the 6th room was totally fine. Like the 6 rooms was not red's issue this game in my opinion, but if you want to say it was, you can. I think red's issue is other things, but anyhow, 3-room Mason feels better than Wooden Hut Extension Parlor. Yeah, that could be true. But if it is for growth, then it's worth it. Okay, well, yeah. So in this case, like, basically the only real discussion is if Red should have built their 6th room when they did, which they built it at the same time they built their 5th room. But given the resources they had, I think the 6th room is definitely correct in this game. So I don't actually mind their 6th room at all. I mind their other decisions, but anyhow, aside from that, yeah. Anyhow, yeah, I'm pretty happy sneaking a win here. Glad to get another stream in. I would love to like not be 4 seat though, and just have a game. Have a game, yeah, not feel so constrained. Have the game feel a little bit more smooth. But hey, you don't always get that, so it's fine. All right. Anyhow, that was fun. I'm gonna sneak in one chess game here too before ending the stream, but it's been nice to have some free time the last couple days and actually get a little bit more streaming in, which has been nice. All right, let's see how this goes. Oh, baby, yeah. Classic me, that's all you know and love. Yeah, I mean, it was a classic me caterwauling of complaining about things and then still managed to win by the end, so. All right, let's see how bad this goes. I've been a bit iffy at chess lately, but I've also not been very focused at chess lately, so, you know, that's not been helping. But let's see how this game goes against a 1400. I continue to play the perk almost exclusively. Should I learn something else someday? Absolutely. But let's not worry about it. I'm not losing games in the opening. I'm definitely losing games after that while doing dubious things. Took with the pawn. That's mildly interesting. He's going for he's very much planning to just attack me. Very much planning to attack. We'll see how that goes. I'd love to. Yeah, okay, he sees it. I was gonna say this. Yeah, that little hop there is good. Time to kick his bishop out of here. I don't like it. All right, now we go here. He can't get me with the pawn. We keep attacking his bishop. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. All right, he's out of there. What now? Just a little queen move for now. Defend that pawn. Okay. Castle's this way. We're in a fight to the death. He wants me out of here. That's reasonable. Ooh, okay. Time for some sketch. Yeah, that I should have saw coming. That's a bit of an issue. That is going to be a bit of an issue, for sure. I'm going to be too slow on any attack here. I think I am going to die. This is probably too much. Yeah, I don't know that I'm fast enough on my own attack. If he keeps pushing these pawns, I think he'll manage to get through. It's not easy for me to defend this pawn. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to let that happen. He can take this if he wants. He goes for it, okay. It's fine by me. My rook has a clear side of sight towards this. Yeah. Taking that is definitely bold. Should I? Deeply unclear. Don't know that I should be doing this. But I also only have a minute left, so it's probably all bad now. Oh yeah, duh, that's what he does. Whoopsies. Not good, not good, not good. My king is, yeah, his rook can come in now. I'm dead. I'm dead. Yeah, this is not good. Bloop. He didn't bring the rook in instantly. Intrigue. Am I still dead? Probably. I guess I could do this, though. I don't know that this saves me, but... I think I'm still dead, but... If he gives me a second of breathing room, how can I get my queen after his king? I'm not sure. Interesting. Well, I can do this. Whether or not this is any good. I also need to get this rook involved beyond just cutting off the king. Okay, this rook's mildly involved. He can just bring his rook down still or do some stuff, but yeah, this is a little awkward. I can't actually attack him very well here. Does that. I go here. That was probably wrong because yeah, now he brings the rook. Yeah, no, that was everything's bad. Oh, he's almost out of time though. Oh wow. We're both very low on time. Whoops, that was bad. Yeah, well, that was just time trouble. That was just time trouble being stupid. Oh, hey, I get his queen, though, back. Lovely. Okay, well, that was dumb. I should be super dead, but he doesn't seem to want to kill me. Oh, I agree. That was a dumb game. That was all sorts of dumb. I should have been killed. You think queen takes f4 was the only try? You're recommended as a match. I don't know what that means. Anyhow, yeah, that was an ugly game for both of us. I have no idea why he didn't just kill me. I definitely was supposed to be dead, but on my homepage it said we should start a daily game. Oh, I see. Gotcha. I see. It's probably said it whatever prior, but yeah. Well, that was a weird game that I did not deserve to win, and I mean, I guess there's an argument he didn't deserve to win it either because holy crap, he should have just blown me apart. Yeah, the game really did not like things pretty early on. It said not to do this. It said to do this. Oh wow. Yeah. What? Just sure. Okay. What do you have? The winner always deserves to win. Oh, but yeah, I was absolutely toast by the end. Yeah. Yeah. Somewhere around, I was gonna say, somewhere around here, I should absolutely be dead, right? Yeah. Oh, actually, he messed up. He had total mates somewhere back in here, right? Yeah. Game was close-ish. Right here was my blunder. This is where I was dead, which is what I said at the time. I missed this. Okay, I missed this with check. I see. Okay. Yeah, and this is what you're saying. Queen takes f4. Yeah, you saw this. I missed this. I clearly have to do this to have any chance. And I didn't, and I absolutely should have just been absolutely destroyed. And instead, he kept picking all of the wrong moves throughout this whole period. Still, I just threw my opponent checkmate, though, with stuff down here, which is what I thought. And then, once again, he refused to just go for checkmating things. And, yeah, okay. That's what I thought, at least. B5 just opens up the B file, and he can't castle kingside, so it's a strange suggestion. When I played queen d6, he was wondering about d5. Gotcha, yeah. Well, mildly learned some things, but yeah, mostly a lot of my instincts were right throughout this. My main thing I do regret is, yeah, somehow I just 1c moved that. I missed that I could take that, but also maybe did put my queen in the wrong spot, but oh well. Anyhow, we got another little win, so whatever. Thanks everybody for hanging out, chatting. It's been a good day. I'm gonna head off. I'll see everybody around later. And later being, I don't really know. Again, my stream life and stream schedule is real iffy, so we'll find out. But thanks everybody for hanging out. It's been fun. It's been a good day. See everybody around. Later.